Children, the chapter on geographical grid is not yet over. We have to start the topic on great circles and the small circles as given in your book. If you remember, in the last class we have done the longitudes, the prime meridian 180 degrees and its values and the importance. So today we will be discussing great circles, small circles, international date line and time sums.
Children, you can understand it like this, that New York is situated at an angle of 34 degrees west and 40 degrees north, and Moscow is situated at 55 degrees north and 37 degrees east, which is quite high over here. So
characteristics of the great circle, that they are divided into two different parts through the center of the earth and divides the globe into two equal parts. Infinite number of circles can be drawn on the globe. Intersecting great circles always bisect each other. They are the shortest distance between any 2 points on the earth, and the equator is the only latitude which is considered as the great circle, because equator has the radius equal to the radius of the sphere. All the other latitudes, they are smaller than the equator, so they are not considered as great circles. The example of great circle is like 0 degree and the degree which lies just opposite to that degree. So 180 is exactly in the opposite of 0 degree. If we take example of 60 degrees, the opposite of 60 degree east would be 120 degrees west. If we take example of 2 degrees east, the opposite of 2 degree east will be 178 degrees west. So whenever we calculate or see that the great circle which we have drawn on the sphere is correct, is that the eastern and the western hemispheres, the degrees which we are writing, it should be equal to 180 degrees.
now, what are the uses or importance of great circles? The navigators use the great circle to find the shortest distance between any 2 points on the earth, and they are used by the meteorologists to determine the climate and weather conditions in a region. Children, you can understand it like this, that New York is situated at an angle of 34 degrees west and 40 degrees north, and Moscow is situated at 55 degrees north and 37 degrees east, which is quite high over here. So if the navigators have to travel from New York to Moscow, they have to take a very long route, because Earth is spherical in shape and it takes quite a long distance when taken from this side also and from the other side also. So therefore, to avoid this long distance, great circle is taken into account. Now, if we had to draw these two places on a flat sheet of paper, then the distance which it would have shown would have been very less. But because of the curvature of the earth, the distance is quite a lot. Therefore, the navigators then take the distance or they travel from New York, taking the help of crossing the North Pole. So from New York they cross the North Pole, and then they reach the other side of where Moscow is situated. So they take a shorter route through the North Pole. So this they take according to the Great Circle. The Great Circle route, as I told you in the beginning, that it is a shortest distance between any 2 points. Therefore, they take the direction from the North Pole to reach Moscow. Okay children, now let's begin with international date line. This you can see is the international date line, which is in zigzag form. It is not a straight line, and the angle of longitude, which is the degree of longitude, is 180 degree, and it lies in the Pacific Ocean. It crosses Bering Strait and many other islands. It doesn't cross the land, it crosses the water bodies, and because here it is New Zealand is here, and therefore it again makes a zigzag line. So wherever there is a land body, it will form a zigzag pattern, not a straight line. Okay children, look at this now. As you can see that this is prime meridian, 0 degree. Sun rays are falling directly at the prime meridian because the light you can see here. So this means that the time on prime meridian is noon. Now when we come to the other side of the earth, can you see anything? Well, I cannot see because it is night at this time, because it is falling to the opposite side of the earth. So 0 degree is facing the sun, it is having 12 noon, and 180 degree is falling towards the opposite side of the earth, therefore it has midnight. Time at both the places is 12 only, but the difference is here it is noon at 0 degree and opposite side it is midnight. Now as I told you that it's 12 noon over here. Suppose the date is 1st May. It is noon here, and opposite side prime meridian it is midnight. 12 hours have passed. Now the earth still is rotating, and now the 180 degree faces the sun, and it has its noon. So when does it have its noon? After 0 degree, after the prime meridian. So prime meridian had its 1st May the previous day, and 180 degree is having it on the next day. So this line is known as the international date line, because it from here only the time is gained if we move towards the east and lost if we move towards the west. Now thus crossing this line, a day is gained or lost. When crossing from east, the time will be 12 hours ahead, while crossing from west, the time will be 12 hours behind. So if it is 8 a.m. Monday, 25th December at Greenwich, it will be 8 a.m. Tuesday, 26th December on crossing 180 degrees line. But if one were to travel from the west, it will be 12 hours behind, or 8 a.m. Monday on 25th December. So when the time is lost and gained, it is computed together. The difference works out to full 24 hours at 80 degrees east and west. So the time difference 8 a.m. Monday 25th December and 8 a.m. Tuesday 26th December, that will be the scenario of the time. International date line. It is the line of 180 degrees longitude which is one and same for east and west of the prime meridian. Since it is diametrically opposite to the Greenwich Mean Time, it causes the time difference of a full day on crossing the line. The time difference is of 12 hours. It does not have any grade east or west. It is like the 0 degree prime meridian, and it is a zigzag line falling in the Pacific Ocean. This is the Bering Strait from where it diverts, and then there are islands from where it is diverting, and therefore it follows the zigzag line. Now, why is international date line a zigzag line instead of being a straight line? Because there are many islands in the Pacific Ocean. As I told you that it lies in the Pacific Ocean. This is the Kiribati Island, then you have the Tonga Islands, then you have the American Samoas, Fiji Islands. So if international date line was a straight line, then it would be crossing these islands, and these islands would be having 2 times at the same time. So therefore, to avoid this confusion, the international date line is made in a zigzag manner. It crosses the water body and not the land bodies, so that there is no confusion between dates and days.